28. Brady now to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, here's White. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady going to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. He's got room at the 30. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton. 51 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Rodgers going to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. Rodgers again now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And some space here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And calling his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Throwing is Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work,
and they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. William Golston in on the stop. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. So, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. The gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Rodgers now to throw. And a loose football. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, and to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and letting the ball bounces your way the next time.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Running those were a premium in the first half. He's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Brady gives this to White. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Down to about the 45.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 45 on 2nd down, Brady. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Open man is got one. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. 18 yards on the pickup there. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run straight ahead here with White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 24, Brady, throw left side complete. That's Evans. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Now Crosby for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the fourth. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up with the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. Evans has it left side. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Running out of the gun with White. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with White. Down right around the 25. Only a yard of the pickup there to bring up a 3rd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on against the end of the justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
On the move past the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point try now for Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead now. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Well, that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Brady to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator will say, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he'll be out right at the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy. pickup.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got this down to the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
Rodgers to throw once more. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Now Rodgers. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. William Golston showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go up the middle with White. Room here to run. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 70 yards. And the Bucs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Extra point put through by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right up on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now Rodgers. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They will run with White out of the shotgun. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Back to about 3 yards. Now, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On a handoff, it's White. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, a quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket. No reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From just shy of midfield, Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. midfield. Here's Rodgers. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Crosby with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield. And
oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but
he's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw again on second down. Brady over the middle. He finds Godwin complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. first and 10. Here's Brady. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Rodgers now to throw. He finds Watson. It's caught. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs. First and 10 after roughing the passer. Throwing is Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
Rodgers going to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Second and 8. Brady to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they worked really well together, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow.
And he can't get a throw off. this one. Open man has got one. It's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Rodgers to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. Two of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we get to be here to watch this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped.
NBC Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Fielded right around the 8. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. They start to drive with White. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a give to White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. A quick throw by Brady complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Brady now on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Brady deferring to White on the draw. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From midfield, here's Brady. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. She's going to try to take away that area of the field.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. It goes as a pickup of 23, and it'll give the Bucs a first down. Now Brady again. This is caught by Evans. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. On the move to his left. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense at a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Packers take over at 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He completes it to Evans. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. On 1st down, Brady. Complete to Jones. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones. 30 yards. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And able to find Alan Lazard. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Rodgers again now. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Rodgers now on 1st down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. And again, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive. On first down, Rodgers.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Alan Lazard. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Crosby connects on the extra point. And that will level the playing field at 17-all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game all time. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
It's rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's impersonal or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense will take over right at midfield. 1st down, here's White. He'll take this to the 46.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking deep for Julio. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Evans has it left side. He's got the 1st down and more. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
This one happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Opting to run again here with White. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call a new gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. You don't see that at time, do you? With a quarterback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Brady. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. Brady going to go on 4th down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Suckup, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Rodgers with a keeper. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these 2 sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw is Brady. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape out with a passing lane.
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw, Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Rodgers looking to throw. That's complete to Lazard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A nice gain of 21 yards. Rodgers throwing here. And incomplete on the deep ball. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Crosby with the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming day.
And now here's another interception. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. It wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
In motion goes the tight end. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
and this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee, so late gamesmanship there as they throw for a late touchdown.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.